You know, I swear sometimes some YouTubers are always out to screw themselves over. Despite the multiple different things that they can do, they just continue to repeat the same thing that causes them to grow for a little bit, but then backfire on them majorly. And a very good example of that is Deji. Frankly, I've never seen a channel do so well, but do so poorly at the same time. It's quite interesting, actually. But it has led me to a question that I feel like would be something interesting to look into. Will Deji ever reach 10 million subscribers? It's an interesting thing to think about, as it seems to me that he doesn't know what to do to get there, properly, legitimately, without something coming back behind him and just destroying his momentum. In today's video, we'll be looking at why Deji will never get 10 million subscribers. Let's get into it. Now, first off, I'd like to say this quickly. I am a little on the sick side, hence the reason my voice is a bit out of whack. And again, I'm sorry to the people, the regular viewers of this channel, and how spotty my uploads are currently. I am trying to get back into a consistent routine, but it's really a struggle sometimes. More on that in another video. Now, there's been multiple times over the past year where he's grown massively, whether it be due to the boxing stuff that happened up until about August, whether it be because he participated in Diss Track Season Part 2 last year, or whether it be because he continues to throw shade at his brother. Either way, they've all provided some good moments of growth, but they've also really provided some very interesting types of subscribers. Subscribers I like to call pity subscribers. Now, first let's go over this properly. The whole boxing drama thing caused Deji and KSI to grow a fair bit off the back of it, for many reasons, as, well, a lot of people disliked Logan Paul and Jake Paul at the time, and it's just like, you either went for the Paul brothers, or you went for Deji and KSI. Yes, I could say their last names, but I am not stuffed doing that because that's complicated. I'm not going to butcher someone's last name just for the sake of saying the last name. Anyway, pretty much you are subscribing to KSI and his brother, or the Pauls. I mean, most people want KSI and his brother. It was just the better option. Anyway, up until about a week before the August 25th, Deji was doing well, growing nicely, slowly, a few hundred per day. But then after he did really well in the actual fight itself against Jake Paul, he got a lot of respect from so many different people in the audience, therefore helping him gain about 30,000 subscribers in just a single day. Then that momentum slowed fast. Like, it crashed. But within a week, he was already back just earning hundreds of subscribers per day. And by the midway point of September, he was already jumping back into the negatives every few days. Then we head on to the Family Feud thing with the Sideman, where Randolph made a joke about Deji's channel being dead, and Deji kind of responded in an interesting way, which kind of led him into Diss Track Part 2 crap. You know those things. You know that happened. Whatever. You don't need to be rehashed on it. About 100 different videos are on it. You can go watch them. But practically, it helped Deji grow again. In fact, he was looking like he was actually going to get to 10 million subscribers. It looked like that was finally gonna happen. And then he went even further by going after his brother, which some people saw as a good move at first, and then some people just knew that that was gonna end badly right off the bat. Ultimately, after continuously going after his brother time and time again, with his brother not really doing much to respond aside from one video and a few tweets every now and then, it ended up backfiring on Deji, where people knew he was starting to take it too far, and Deji was slowly bleeding again. Then, after Christmas Day, and after that went to hell, a few days afterwards, Deji managed to lose 30,000 subscribers, and then almost immediately after he lost that many subs, he fell into the demands of his brother by taking down the diss track and trying to mend the issues, which kinda led to a certain tale that everyone now pretty much believes, that Deji continued to went after his brother, to go after KSI as much as he could because it was helping him grow. And the second it didn't help him grow anymore, in fact the second it harmed his channel, was the second he stopped. The second he slammed the brakes on and admitted an apology. Then Deji spent about the past 6 months just not going anywhere. Like, he was losing subscribers, but then he was gaining, then he lost some. He just wasn't good. His channel wasn't performing well enough for him to actually go anywhere. He just stayed at 9.7 million for such a long period of time. Then, right after the James James Charles drama blew up into that fiasco of Bull, Deji thought he could duplicate the massive growth that Tati and James Charles got off the back of it. And so Deji made a 40-minute exposing video on his brother with out of context clips aplenty. This ultimately worked at first, with him gaining thousands of subscribers within a few days, in fact coming as close as 30,000 to 10 million. Like, he was so close, but then his brother decided to finally respond properly, and then it just backfired from there. He's back underneath 9, he's back at 9.8 again, and is going down pretty fast. It's just a simple thing that he's unable to make it to 10 million because he can't do content well. Like, looking over all of his videos over the past 6 months, only a few of them have actually done well, and those few have got a lot of similarities, whether it be because it was a video with his brother, whether it be because it was an interesting topic, like, let's say, eating from the worst reviewed KFC. That's got a good thumbnail, got a good title, got a good topic, people are going to want to click that, but he hasn't really learned from that idea and just continues to make these crappy videos with some really bad thumbnails. Like, I mean, pink text at the bottom of the thumbnail where the timestamp is going to cover up the goddamn text. It doesn't work. And ultimately, Deji's left in this place because his only way that he's been growing over the past year now is off the back of drama, off the back of other people. He hasn't been growing off the back of his own success. He hasn't been growing off of the back of his own content. It's not working for him because he's still stuck in 2014 YouTube. He hasn't really updated his measures of topics usage, his measures of titles, his thumbnails, like all that stuff. He's just so out of date. And even when he has a few successful videos, he doesn't tend to replicate the ideas of those videos. They are more one-off videos that he does once. It does really well, but he never does it again, completely ignoring the potential that could have had. You see, as a YouTuber, the aim is to improve yourself. If you find a video and a thumbnail type that does better than most of your normal videos, the idea is to replicate that one, to continue to replicate the thumbnail idea, to continue to go along those type of topics. I continue to reuse that idea in different ways that bring more interest to your channel because it does better. But it seems Deji's stuck in the 2014 thinking of YouTube, where you just make videos and you're successful either way. If you're already popular, you're only going to get bigger because you're making videos, but that's not how it works anymore. The reason why Deji's losing subscribers is because he's not gaining enough anymore. His channel isn't bringing interest from other new people that have never seen him before. All it is just going back to the same common denominator of his fans and the people who are slowly unsubscribing because they're no longer interested in what he's making. Every now and then they'll pop back in and press that sub button once again when a good video of his come out, but then after a few sour, not so great videos, it kinda leaves everyone else just like, I don't want to watch this. I know Deji's channel's been in existence for quite a long time, like 5, 6, 7 years-ish. I don't know the exact numbers. The thing that comes with that is you gotta evolve. You gotta get better at making content. You gotta change up your style. You gotta improve yourself. Find out what works with your audience and what doesn't, and continue to use what works. Not continue to make shitty half-assed videos because you can. Like, I know you're meant to enjoy doing YouTube, but you've also got to have a certain level of quality, a certain level of interest in your videos. Like, you can't just sit around on YouTube and make random stuff and be successful. It doesn't work like that anymore. You kind of have to have something about you that makes people want to watch you. And right now, the only reason why Deji has been growing is because he's causing drama with other people. And especially when it comes to his brother, complaining about how bad his brother is, it's more pity subscribers than anything. Because these people are subscribing not because they want to watch his content, but because they want to support Deji, because they feel bad for Deji. Not because they want to watch him. They feel bad for him, therefore they're subscribing and unsubscribing from KSI. Despite the fact that on a content level, KSI has by far better content than Deji. But they're subscribing to Deji and unsubscribing from KSI's channels to support Deji, aka the pity subscribers. They're not going to watch him consistently, they're just subscribing to him because they want to support him. Which ultimately means that when they find out that Deji was lying about all that, they're going to unsub as quickly as possible. You know, it's quite interesting being a YouTuber on this platform. Like, the idea of evolving your content over time, sometimes it just flies over people's heads. They continue to make the same content year after year, only for it to be performing worse and worse until the point where there is no return. You can't continue to make the same type of thing and expect it to work every single time for years on end. And with Deji, how he's going, he's really not going to get to 10 million unless he causes enough drama within a short amount of time that he gets enough pity subscribers to get past the 10 million mark. But how long would he be over that 10 million mark? Because as we've all seen time and time again, he gets a huge growth spurt, but then his momentum goes completely backwards and he loses about as much as he gained in just as about as many days. I'm not saying it's impossible for Deji to get 10 million. I'm just saying in the way that he's going at it right now, he's not going to hit it properly. He's going to bypass it with the help of drama if he does it enough, but he's only going to fall right back underneath it the moment people go back against him again because he was wrong. I mean, he's been repeating the same thing for the past year. Anyway, that's it for the Deji part of this video. Now, for a quick moment, I just want to say that I'm sorry for the lackluster amount of videos I've posted in the past month or so. There's just been a lot of things happening and I've just been unable to make videos that I'm proud of. I am going to cover I do have a bunch of ideas for different topics that I want to cover soon. Whether I can get them out on a consistent, regular basis will all depend on a lot of different factors. But I do plan to continue making videos and I do want to get at least one out per week. I want to try to do that. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. But anyway, till next time, see ya.